King Arthur is a legendary figure. He is said to have been a great king of Britain. He ruled in a time of magic and chivalry. Arthur is a hero of many tales. Arthur's story is probably based on a real person. He may have been a Celtic warrior. This warrior would have lived around the 5th or 6th century AD. He would have fought against invading Saxons. Over time, Arthur's story became embellished with fantastical elements. He became a symbol of hope and courage. The most famous version of Arthur's story is by Sir Thomas Malory. He wrote Le Morte d'Arthur in the 15th century. This book tells of Arthur's birth, his reign, and his tragic death. It is a story that has captivated readers for generations. Arthur's story is important because it teaches us about courage and justice. It shows us the importance of fighting for what is right. It reminds us that even the greatest heroes are not without flaws. The sword Excalibur is a key part of Arthurian legend. It is a symbol of Arthur's right to rule. It represents his power and his destiny. The sword also has magical properties. The most famous story about Excalibur is how Arthur obtained it. The wizard Merlin placed the sword in a stone. Only the true king could pull it out. Many tried, but only Arthur succeeded. This act proved his worthiness to be king. Excalibur is said to have been given to Arthur by the Lady of the Lake. She is a powerful enchantress who lives in a mystical realm. The sword has a magical scabbard. It is said to protect the wearer from harm. Excalibur represents destiny and power. It is a symbol of Arthur's role as a leader. The sword plays a key role throughout his reign. After becoming king, Arthur established the Round Table. This was a fellowship of knights. They were known for their bravery and chivalry. The Round Table met at Camelot. Camelot was Arthur's grand castle. The most famous knights of the Round Table include Lancelot, Gawain, and Percival. Lancelot was known for his skill as a warrior. Gawain was known for his courtesy and strength. Percival was known for his purity and his connection to the Holy Grail. The Knights of the Round Table went on many quests. They fought for justice and protected the innocent. They embodied the ideals of chivalry. The Round Table became a symbol of Arthur's reign. Arthur's court at Camelot was a place of great splendor. It was a center of culture and learning. The knights and ladies of the court were expected to uphold the highest standards of behavior. The Holy Grail is a sacred object in Christian tradition. It is said to be the cup that Jesus used at the Last Supper. It is believed to have miraculous powers. The quest for the Holy Grail became a central theme in Arthurian legend. Many knights embarked on the quest for the Grail. They faced many dangers and challenges along the way. The Grail was said to appear only to the pure of heart. It was a test of their faith and their commitment to chivalry. The quest for the Grail represented the search for spiritual enlightenment. It was a journey of self-discovery. The Grail itself became a symbol of perfection and purity. The quest for the Grail ultimately led to the downfall of the Round Table. It exposed the flaws and weaknesses of even the greatest knights. Section 5. The Code of Chivalry. Chivalry was a code of conduct followed by knights during the Middle Ages. It emphasized honor, courage, and courtesy. Knights were expected to be brave in battle. They were also supposed to be loyal to their king and to God. Arthur's reign was marked by a strong emphasis on chivalry. Knights were expected to uphold the highest standards of behavior. They were to protect the weak and defend the innocent. They were also supposed to be courteous to women. Chivalry was more than just a set of rules, it was a way of life. Knights were expected to live up to the ideals of chivalry in every aspect of their lives. The Code of Chivalry had a profound influence on medieval society. Arthur's court at Camelot became a model of chivalry. It inspired people throughout the land. Section 6. The Love Triangle. One of the most famous aspects of Arthurian legend is the love triangle between Arthur, Lancelot, and Guinevere. Guinevere was Arthur's queen. She was known for her beauty and her grace. Lancelot was Arthur's most trusted knight. Lancelot and Guinevere fell deeply in love. Their affair was a betrayal of Arthur. It violated the code of chivalry. Their love was forbidden. The love affair between Lancelot and Guinevere had a devastating impact on Arthur's court. It created a rift between Arthur and Lancelot. It weakened the kingdom from within. The love triangle between Arthur, Lancelot, and Guinevere is a classic tale of love, betrayal, and tragedy. Section 7. The Fall of Camelot. Arthur's reign eventually came to a tragic end. The seeds of Camelot's destruction were sown by betrayal and treachery. Mordred, Arthur's illegitimate son, plotted against him. Mordred's betrayal led to a great battle between Arthur and his knights and the forces of evil. Many brave knights were slain on both sides. The battle marked the end of Arthur's reign. Arthur was mortally wounded in the battle against Mordred. He was taken to the mystical island of Avalon. Avalon is said to be a place of healing and enchantment. According to legend, Arthur will one day return from Avalon. The fall of Camelot represents the loss of innocence and the triumph of darkness. It is a reminder that even the greatest of heroes can fall. Section 8. The legend endures. Despite his death, Arthur's legend lived on. He became a symbol of hope and inspiration for generations to come. His story continued to be told and retold. The legend of King Arthur has been kept alive through literature, music, and art. It has inspired countless works of fiction. The story has been adapted for stage and screen. Arthur's story continues to resonate with people today. His themes of courage, justice, and chivalry remain timeless. The legend of King Arthur offers hope that one day, a great leader will return to restore peace and justice to the world. Arthur's story is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. It is a story that will continue to be told for centuries to come. Section 9. Arthur's legacy today. The legend of King Arthur continues to captivate us today. His story has had a profound impact on our culture. We see his influence in literature, film, and even video games. Modern authors have reimagined the Arthurian legend in countless ways. They explore themes of power, love, and betrayal through a contemporary lens. Films and television shows continue to adapt the story for new audiences. Arthur's story also has a timeless appeal. It speaks to universal human experiences of love, loss, and the struggle between good and evil. The enduring popularity of the Arthurian legend is a testament to its power and relevance. Arthur's story continues to inspire us to strive for justice, to fight for what is right, and to never give up hope.